Look at all those lay on top of Matthew. He's going to fall down pretty soon. He may not be able to get up now. Getting more.
Well, there's at least 60 people that are up there. Didn't you say Ryan up in the stands?
Mm-hmm. Correct, 60.
Imagine 60 lay on top of this little guy.
You know, I talked about it at the top of the broadcast. Very humble player. We talked about how he got the yank last night against UCSB in that night #1 Kanetake win in there, and it was just really neat to see how supportive he was of Kobe and just providing him with encouragement, some tips, and I think that just is again a testament to what kind of character he has as a player and as an individual.
He's been that same way for 4 years. Solid, supportive, just a great consummate teammate.
And a great example for his team. Coming every day, just giving all he's got, rewarded his senior year. It shows everybody behind him that there's always a chance you work hard, you're going to get that chance to play and represent Hawaii.
Nobody knows better than Vern Podluski, who's got to be in the gym with this guy the last 2 years, right?
Special guy, good guy.
Volleyball fans, let's hear it once again for our lone senior, Matthew G.
And the UCSB guys now are giving him a standing ovation. A lot of class from the Gauchos.
We got to see some of his musical talents last night on the cajon, playing that percussion for the national anthem.
Now please direct your attention to the video screen.
Well, you know, our crew always does a terrific job with the end of season video. Let's take a look now at the senior video.
It was definitely an awesome experience. I mean, there was challenges along the way, but there's definitely a lot of great moments. I mean, growing up as a kid, just watching all these games and the atmosphere, I knew it was a place that I always wanted to come to. So to get the opportunity to come here was just awesome and to be a part of this team. Being born and raised here, it's definitely special to play, put on this jersey every night, and to play for these fans who just love the game so much, and they come out and support us no matter how we're doing, and I think that's really special. It was hard at times, but I think it made me a better person. That's what I am today. Gave me a better work ethic and just taught me to persevere and keep pushing to what goals I want to obtain. When not being a recruit, my first goal was just to make the team. So once that happened, I just wanted to be the best team player I can be, contribute in any way I could, and of course, hopefully one day contribute to being on the court and putting up numbers that way. Well, for the rest of the season, our main goal is definitely to make playoffs and just to make a big push in playoffs and as far as we can go. The main thing, I'm probably just hanging out with all the guys and all the fun times we have, and definitely just playing in front of the crowd is probably the two biggest things I'll miss. I want to thank my parents and my family, of course, for coming out. They came in and watched and supported ever since I came in here, and yeah, they've definitely been a big help to me, especially my dad. He's always been helping me, and always, whether that's emotionally or with anything I need help with. The coaches, they've helped me a lot and got me to be a way better player than I was when I first came here. The fans, of course, they come out every night, and yeah, the trainers, strength coaches, everyone that's just helped me.
back at the Stand Sheriff Center on senior night. Hawaii falls in 3, and as custom is, the celebrations in place and players walking around and getting fans getting autographs from their favorite Warrior. Our favorite Warrior tonight is the lone senior on the University of Hawaii volleyball team, and I've never sat near a player after playing a match that has smelled as good as this guy, Matthew Cheap, covered in lei for senior night. First off, emotionally, how did it feel tonight for you? Were you aware, obviously, of what was going on and what it meant for you?
Yeah, it was a pretty emotional night, just being I'm a senior, and especially that the stakes are in the line that we can still make playoffs. So it was a huge game coming to this, so it's definitely a very emotional night.
I saw you before they introduced you, and you were standing over there in the tunnel, and you were taking deep breaths. Were you trying to hold back your emotion, not like start crying or anything, or what was the deal?
Yeah, I definitely did have a little extra emotion, a little extra nerves tonight, so I just tried to relax myself as much as I can, just try to enjoy every moment.
You know, Matt, take us through your career here. Obviously, you started off coming on, walking on, trying out for the team, and finally in this last season being able to be that starting libero. What was that process like for you? And was there ever a point in time where you thought, I can't do this, I wanted to throw in the towel? Talk to us about that and share that experience with us.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 seasons, there's definitely some rough times. I didn't really get to see, even in practice, didn't even get to play that much, so it was definitely discouraging at times, but yeah, I think looking back on it, it's made me a better person, and it's taught me a lot, so I'm grateful for that.
And take us back to maybe like what's your most memorable match here playing in the Stan Sheriff Center? From the Outrigger Classic to now,
Yeah, I would definitely have to say the UCLA, just by the way we won it too, and UCLA is just such a big rival that was our first big win and really needed that, so that was probably the top one. But of course with the SC games, the Stanford games, Pepperdine games, all those are really good.
You've been a part of this program for a long time, but this is the only year you really got a chance to shine and show what you could do and start. Have you become more recognizable on campus? People go, hey, that's Matthew Cheap. Have you noticed that?
Actually, not so much, but I think I'm only taking actually 2 classes this semester, so I'm only on campus for a little bit.
So share with us, what, of course, volleyball season coming to an end. You're also graduating in May. What's next for you? What's your plans for your occupation or schooling beyond this?
Well, going into school, the original goal is to become a physical therapist, and I took an internship last semester. So that's still the goal right now. It's still up in the air. I'm still not sure, but I'll figure it out pretty soon here.
Well, Matthew, I want to thank you first off for this year and all the other years that you contributed with the Warrior volleyball team. Go back, enjoy your time with your teammates, your family, and thank you for so much. We enjoyed watching you this year for sure.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Matthew Cheap, the lone senior on this squad of 2013 University of Hawaii men's volleyball. There you see the fans and the players. Senior night celebration continues here at the Stan Sheriff Center.